Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Let's Go Places show. It's something that I hold very near and dear to my heart now. For 12 years, Bree, we've been on. We do it right here live in the showroom at Team Toyota in Langhorne at 746 East Lincoln Highway, right in the heart of, used to be, remember the old ice cream store?
Oh, yeah, the Green Dairies.
Yeah, Greenwood Dairies. We're now sitting here having a nice ice cream sundae,
dinner.
right? Or a pig's delight.
You're too young to remember that, I think, Bray.
I don't know if Bray would remember that, but
I don't know.
Greenwood Dairies, Bray? No, I don't think so. But they were fun. They were fun times. We're going to talk a lot about today. Obviously, it's all about increasing the awareness of the courageous efforts of our police, our fire, our military, sheriff's department. It's important to us over the past 12 years to disseminate this information to our viewers, our listeners, now that we're on not only 1490 at WBCB on the AM, but now we're 107.3 on the AM dial. So we get a little bit more coverage. Trenton, Mercer.
Yeah, so you listeners
County,
out there, spread the word for us.
Yes, exactly. We have a very special guest. He's really not he is a special person, but he's not he's an old guest.
More like an old
He's
friend.
not an old friend.
Yeah.
Joe Gall. Joe is, I've known him for 30 plus years, involved with real estate, appraising, as well as the real estate transactions. But Joe has a very special interest that he put together. Marine Corps veteran, by the way, Tour of Honor.
Yeah, came with us on
a Tour of Honor. And we're fortunate to have him today. Joe, say hello to our listeners.
Hey, Tom, good morning. How you doing today? Charlie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You sound fantastic, Joe. It's a nice
it's coming through clear, Tom. Coming through clear.
Oh, that's good. That's good. More importantly, not for Charlie and myself and Bree, but for our listeners out there, so that they can hear a little bit about an important topic, something that you hold very near and dear to your heart, and you put together over the years. A lot of diligence, but you continue. You've never wavered. You're continuing to carry this protective device called Safety Blue Alert.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Absolutely. Well, we have certainly have a crisis in America with the, defund the police, which is not it's just not a viable program. And the officers, put their lives on the line every day, as we know. According to the latest FBI report, there's a law enforcement officer being shot every 5 days in America. So it's really a crisis proportion. It's really bothered me about everybody getting, ambushed and shot. So I started to research. I interviewed several police officers, and I said, so you're in your patrol car, quiet, there's not much going on. What are you doing? Most of them said, well, we're doing paperwork. Well, who's coming towards the vehicle? They said, we really don't have a system. I was astounded that they don't have something at this point. So I started to research it. I hired a couple engineers, a patent attorney, and we did end up getting a patent for Safety Blue Alert LLC. So Safety Blue Alert LLC actually, with the latest technology, AI, and the programs that are out there, we're developing a system that will go out as far as 3 football fields, 300 yards. When the officers are parked, when they activate our system, Safety Blue Alert, and they'll know who's coming towards the vehicle. It's a 360 camera system developed by several engineers, and that's what we're working on right now. So our website is www.safetybluealert.com. Certainly, if you want to donate, we have a program set up to donate. Any donations are acceptable, and we really want to get this on the market. We're very close to having it on the market, and probably within 90 days. So we have several police departments that want to back this, that want this product right away. So it will. Our motto is, our products protect those that protect us. So pretty much that's it, Tom.
Joe,
That's
you certainly capsulized it eloquently, as you always do. But there's so much more to it. And thank you for getting me involved as a partner now with the Safety Blue Alert product.
Sure.
We are aware, Charlie, as police officers, as Joe indicated, the danger of the job first in itself. But when we are sitting parked in a vehicle, as Joe mentioned,
I lost 2 friends sitting in a vehicle,
being
assassinated,
shot,
ambushed, and assassinated.
Yeah.
Joe, can we get a address or something where we could tell our viewers to send if they wanted to donate?
Yeah, well, the website directs you to that, Charlie.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But our office is at 2701 York Road, Jamison, PA 18929.
Okay.
Safety Blue Alert, LLC. Yep.
Yeah, and that's the best way, Charlie, and we'll get that word out as much as we can. There's many officers, family members, neighbors who would attribute the value of this product and jump on it. So that it's all about, Joe, as I'm sure you'll agree, we want this to happen yesterday.
Right.
Because
yes,
if we lose an officer, every time we lose an officer, time is of the essence. As Joe indicated, we've reached out to many people that are considering supporting this benefit, this product, and every police chief that we have already faced, we've been in front of the Southeastern Police Chiefs, the Bucks County Police Chiefs. John McNesby obviously met with Joe and myself, and the first question out of John's mouth was, "Do you have a patent on this, Tom?" Yeah. I said, at the time when we spoke with him, it was pending, but we do have the patent now, and there's a tremendous amount of excitement and support. I'll mention Chief Bill McVeigh, the Director of Public Safety in Ben Salem. We sat down and Joe went over everything about the value of the product, and he looked at Joe and said, "Geez, I wonder why didn't I think of this?" A lot of people are mentioning that to us, right, Joe? Yeah, why hasn't someone thought of this? Well, I said they have. His name's Joe Ball.
Yeah, well, they're amazed, and we said, well, let's get with it.
Yes.
You know, we waited long enough.
Yeah, well, just to add, Tom, with the military certification that I have, this is also could be capable for all the military vehicles. You know, imagine if you're deployed, you've got detection system goes out 300 yards. You really know who's coming towards the troop transport or the Jeep or the tank. So it's it's worldwide reaching, for safety. So
yeah,
we want to protect our troops along with all law enforcement, obviously.
And Joe, I can't commend you enough for the value of this product. I mean, everyone's excited about it, Charlie.
I know.
And when it eventually hits, we're, as Joe pointed out, the next 30, 60, 90 days, we're going to have this protecting our officers so that there's a shield. And even more important, just as important, not more importantly, but just as important, it's going to provide incentives. It will incentivize many people who may be on the edge. Do I want to be a police officer? The dangers of it. The more security and protection that we can provide for our police, the sooner that maybe we'll have more enthusiastic people stepping up and realizing, hey, we have protection. Now let's put everything in motion. And that's what the premise of this is all about, to save lives. We're going to talk after Joe heads out. I know Joe's going to be busy with his day, but we're going to talk a lot throughout the show about the need for police officers.
Yeah,
and I mentioned to Joe many times. Joe will concur. I wonder how many officers, how many potential candidates are out there, and when they hear about this device, this is state of the art. Can you imagine? Yeah. I mean, you're sitting in your car, in your police vehicle, and you can actually reach out 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
It'll give a lot of mothers and wives a little bit of comfort, too, because they're the ones
Good point.
that worry about their loved ones going out the door every day.
Good point.
So it'll ease a little bit of the tensions at home.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they want them to come home at night. That's for sure.
Right. They want them to be. And if the first person that saves, you watch and see the publicity it gets.
Exactly. Exactly.
And they'll be all going, why didn't we do this
Why didn't
already?
we do this a long time ago?
Yeah.
Now, for our government officials who may be listening in, they could be sitting behind their desk in one of the buildings representing the people who elected them. For our government officials, let's get off your duff here and let's start supporting this product. I'm sure that there's funds that can come in.
Right. Governors, mayors, city council, somebody just speak up a little bit. All they need is the word of mouth to get the ball rolling. That's
Exactly.
What we
Exactly.
want to get this ball rolling as soon as possible.
Right, because it's going to save lives and it's going to enable us to protect our communities a lot more effectively. Because then we won't worry about the police officers won't be worrying so much about what's out there. This will be able to distinguish between vegetation, leaves blowing around, animals, or is it an assailant out there? And it cuts through any type of atmospheric conditions,
You
right,
don't have to worry about weather.
Yeah, that's a big point, Tom. That's the current system we're looking at cuts through mist or fog or hail.
Exactly.
It's still going to detect. It's still going to be able to penetrate right through that. So
yes.
Well, listen. I really appreciate the time today. Once again, our website is www.safetybluealert.com, and I appreciate the time, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.
Oh,
all right?
Absolutely. Joe, I'll tell you, Joe. Charlie, I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like I'm listening to John Vicenda. He's got a voice for radio, doesn't he? He's got a nice, crisp, clear
For
voice.
you old people out there, that was what you call a real newsman.
Yes, he was a real newsman. So.
Yeah, the days of John Vicenda, and how about this, Gunner Back?
Yeah,
that was that was
going
back
way
in the
back, Tommy,
50s,
way back, so.
50s and 60s when we were kids. But Joe, thanks for joining us. I know you got a busy day ahead of you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll be in touch with you soon during the day.
All right.
And
all right.
We're going to take a quick pause
I
to
appreciate
recognize
it, Tom.
our sponsors. Thank you, Joe. And we'll return. We're going to return after a few moments.
See you, Joe.
You got it.
See you,
all right,
Joe.
guys.
Set your summer in style at Team Toyota during the national sales event. We have new Toyota inventory ready to drive home today, including Camrys, RAV4s, and Tundras. And with over 200 certified used Toyotas, you can find the right fit for you. Or for your budget with 75 used cars under $20,000. Plus, our service departments are giving back this August with donations to kids in need for every oil change and tire rotation. Visit one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, or Glen Mills, or online at teamtoyota.net.
Hi, this is Mayor Jeff Martin of Hamilton Township, inviting you to tune in to our monthly radio show, This Month in Hamilton. Video stream live the 4th Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m. at WBCB1490.com. We will be featuring various guests from Hamilton Township to keep you up to date on what's going on in Hamilton.
Are you a parrot head? Not that kind. That's more like it. If you're this kind of parrot head, don't forget to check out the Denny-O Polka Show every Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon right here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
Hello, everyone. We're back with Let's Go Places on WBCB 1490 and 107.3 on the dial. I want to thank once again Joe Gall for stepping in. And
always nice talking to Joe.
It's great speaking to Joe with the Safety Blue Alert product. And there will be a lot more information and the progress that will occur as it disseminates, as it transcends across not only Bucks County and Philadelphia and the other neighboring communities, but this is going to go nationwide and globally, to the point where with our military, as Joe pointed out, there's just no stopping it. It can really, can you imagine we have tanks, destroyers, and they will be able to 1,000 feet out see what's going on by these infrared images. Who's out there? Where's the enemy? It's just so much value to this product. It's great. I want to thank Paul Muller for obviously being the sponsor of this and our other shows. We got Behind the Badge, which obviously with Fred Harron, we conduct a lot of good shows. He brings some good guests on with his sheriff's department. Behind the Badge, a lot of police chiefs in the community, like Joe Bartarilla, who's the chief inspector here, or the police chief. Different title names.
Well, he used to be a chief inspector.
He used to be a chief over in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few of our bosses who left. John Hearn in Newtown, for example. And several others who left Philadelphia and took positions up here. So, yeah, all the chiefs. Yeah, Duke Donnelly, who was a captain.
Chipwood.
Chipwood was up here as well.
Sullivan went out to Arizona.
Yes.
We had them spread out. We spread them out. We have a good pool here.
We do. But with the program that we do here, and then also Justice for All, which is a great one with Jennifer Shorn.
Yes.
We opened that with Matt Weintraub, who's now a judge, who was the district attorney here in Bucks County. Now Jennifer Shorn. You feel
smart,
very smart, and you feel safe and confident to know that crime, wherever it may occur in Bucks County, it'll be prosecuted. Our police, the effectiveness of our police work, and then when it hits the judicial level and it reaches the desk of Jennifer Shorn, she makes certain that someone who commits a crime, they're going to pay for it. So Jennifer's on vacation right now. Wish her a happy time. She'll be back soon. Yeah, you did?
Boy, this is a quick summer. I guess everybody hears it all the time, but this summer's almost over.
It's the 27th of August.
Yeah, I mean,
Labor Day's what, next week, Bree?
Right.
I think. Yeah.
Where the heck did that summer go?
Yeah, it's crazy.
We've been pretty busy this year.
We continue
doing
to be busy.
A lot of activities.
That's for sure.
We'll talk about them a little. We had our tour of honor.
Yes.
That's our baby. We love that.
It sure is. We have our meeting here this afternoon.
Right. We have our golf. We had our golf
tournament. Was great. We raised approximately, after we netted out, probably around $30,000, and it costs about $50,000-$60,000 every time we do a trip, which we'll talk about.
Yes, I put a big dent in it.
Yeah. What trip? You listeners out there that may be wondering, the Bucks County Tour of Honor is a 501c3. Joe Safran is our chair. He put this together. We've been in existence for more than 13 years. We began with Honor Flight, and then we separated and moved into our own capacity for the effectiveness of all of our Bucks County military. And then we're also covering other
all the
military.
areas. We have Jersey, we have Philadelphia. We have a big, draw from Philadelphia.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Especially our police and firemen that were veterans.
Yes. Yeah, you see that. You see a lot of the police and the fire, sheriffs,
unbelievable
military
trip.
background.
You don't want to give away too much, but let's just tell them, we haven't had a veteran yet that either was moved or in tears or so thankful that they went on it.
Incredible. Just an incredible event. And we do it once and maybe even twice coming into the year 2025.
Yeah, we used to do it twice.
Yeah, we may do it again this year.
Don't have that many World War II guys or Korean
Not many
guys.
to World War II. There still are. It's hard to believe. They're close to 100. Well, some of them are 100 years old. And
we had 4, I think, last time.
Yes, 4 World War II veterans.
Yeah.
Right at the 100 mark. So they've come around third base and they're headed for home. And all of them, we're hoping for extra innings for every one of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Great.
Had some Vietnam nurses with us. I mean, let's not forget the women.
No.
They're just as important in all our wars as anybody else.
No, that's true. And they've served. It's voluntary. They're serving to protect our communities here, which is great. We want to talk a lot about the need for police officers in today's environment, Charlie.
Yeah.
We talk about this all the time.
Yeah, off the air.
The police academy. We just had recruits that graduated. What was it, last week? I think
Right,
Friday,
last week.
Thursday or Friday, and it's just not the size that we would hope for of participants, of recruits that are now police officers, because they're filling the shoes.
They're like half the sizes that we had when we were back
Correct.
in our day. We're
Correct.
not going to tell you how far back that is.
No, that's going way, way back. When the walkie-talkies were
yeah,
gigantic.
and you were lucky if you had one.
Yeah, that's true, if you were assigned one. But the need for police officers right now, everywhere, it's
Scary.
across the nation, is very, it's coming to a critical standpoint. And for those, perspective, I should say, and for those who are out there saying defund the police, are you kidding me?
I know.
There is so much danger out there that lurks. Unfortunately, there's too many culprits out there. They have the wrong intentions. They're sociopaths. They don't care who they kill, who they maim, what they do to people. They beg, they rob, they steal, they kill. And are you kidding me? People, there are people. There are some government people who believe defunding the police is a direction to take. It's horrible. The environments of our neighborhoods and communities, there's an outcry for protection.
They're the first ones that call the police if there's a problem.
Absolutely.
The ones that scream the highest about defunding.
Defunding the police.
Yeah.
Sure, they want to know where the police are when something occurs. That's just an important
That's
point.
that old damned if you do. Poor cop, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's true. They're ready to criticize.
Can't win. It's hard for them to win today. Even in the process, they're afraid to just do their job no matter how, because
effective police work.
Effective police work on account of how some people interpret it. It's terrible.
Yeah, my heart goes out to the mayor in Philadelphia. What a task she has to try and make that a peaceful community, the city of brotherly love. Sure, it's that theme that we like to
well, at least
see go
she's
back.
for a strong police force.
She is.
We have to give her her credit,
And Commissioner Bethel,
Bethel seems to be doing an excellent job.
Excellent job. Slowly but surely, we can bring back the pride of that badge and the image it portrays and the purpose for it.
And we just hope they're not tested. We're not here to see them get tested in case something major happens.
That's true.
We never want to see anything happen that they have to be tested.
Oh God!
But we have confidence that if there was something major, that they would be right there and at least backing you when you're doing your job properly.
Those who are serving today, that they really want to be a police officer because it's hard. It's difficult right now.
Right. Thank God for all the children of their parents were police officers that want to. I bet you a third of the recruits today have a parent, a mother or father or an uncle or an aunt that was a police officer and they wanted to follow in their footsteps. And thank God we have that. At least we have that drawing. But we need way more from this city. Better maybe I don't want to baby out to anybody. Maybe we need a little bit better recruiting system. I don't know if they allow them to go into the schools anymore and talk to the kids.
Well, I believe they are. I know some teachers. Well, my son-in-law, Kenny Adamczyk, he's a school teacher at Holy Family. Some of the high schools and females as well. He's telling me that they talk about police work and its effectiveness and how important it is.
That's good.
But I don't know if it's transcendent across the city and other communities.
Yeah.
I hope it is, because it's a calling that we need. The attrition rate is so high. People are retiring, and we can't fill. We just can't fill those police patrol cars. And that's protecting our community. You would think that the people who call for police, or the people who are hollering defund the police, if they only realized, look around, there's hardly any police out there driving around.
If they knew, they'd be scared to death.
The statistics, we can say it, but it's hidden. I went to the 39th district with you. What was it? Almost a year ago for the Cookies for Cops.
I remember that.
With the police and
And we
fire.
said, look at all these cars out in the
I was shocked. I looked at you and I said, Charlie, wait a minute, it's 10 o'clock. They're not in here for a roll call because they would be out in the street. Are all these cars down mechanical? And we went in to find that at one tour, day work tour in northwest Philadelphia, there were 2 police cars covering the whole area.
Yeah, scary.
Thousands and thousands of people. And not only scary for the people, but for the police too if something happens.
I know.
The things that we need some change, no doubt about it.
Well, since that time, they did some heavy recruiting. Smaller classes, like 40 or 45, but at least they got a lot. They've been recruiting. They've been getting a lot of classes started.
Yeah.
And it's just, back in our day, we went for 12 weeks.
Right.
Now they go for eight months, so it takes way longer for them recruits to get out onto the street. And a lot of them, during the time they're in training, they get offered better jobs in the private sector.
That's true.
And we lose a few on the way. Because it is a long time. It's a long time.
8 months. And some of them, once they spend a couple of years in Philadelphia, they're transferring up into the other communities.
And they get enticed to go to other townships with bonuses.
Sure.
Florida has a phenomenal. I was down in Florida. There must be 10 different police units down there.
Really?
Recruiting police from up here.
Wow.
And we ran into, and my wife and I ran into several officers down there that, I'm from Philly, I'm from New Jersey.
Sure.
So a lot of them went down there.
Incredible. Tour of Honor, Bucks County Tour of Honor. We're going to talk a little bit as we move into our next pause for our sponsors for a few moments. As an introduction, we had our golf outing just a few weeks ago at the Ben Salem Country Club.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Great host.
Yeah. A lot of our vendors came out to support. Plenty of food to eat. If you were hungry walking away, something's wrong.
I think half the golfers come just for our vendors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we want to thank all the vendors that continue to support for a very good, worthy cause to enable us to pay tribute to our military for a full day of honor on our buses. David Thomas Tours, I'll give him a little. David Tours it or David Thomas? I think it's David Thomas Tours.
It costs a lot of money. It's absolutely, make sure it's absolutely free. Everything is free for our veterans.
Our military.
Our veterans don't have to pay for anything.
Exactly.
They get a breakfast, they get a luncheon, they get a great dinner over a park.
They do.
If there's times available, they sometimes have a show. But usually, lately, we've been getting back so late, it's been hard. And they get all, jackets and hats.
Sure.
And
Parks Casino, what a great sponsor that they are.
They are phenomenal.
They are.
I don't even know if we could do it without them.
No,
really.
we couldn't.
It'd really be hard to do it without them.
Yeah, and once again, Paul Muller stepped up. He always does. He's on our board, and he gives us office space here. This is our new location, our new residence.
We have office space. It's phenomenal.
Office space here. We're in the boardroom here whenever we have our meetings. Yeah, Paul's a great guy. He's a military recipient as well from the Vietnam era.
Yes.
And he always tells me they could have won the war without me, Tom. But very humble guy and a good guy. But we have a car show coming up. We're going to talk a little bit about that and how you, our listeners, can reach out to some family members, neighbors, or friends who may be military veterans and aren't aware about the Bucks County Tour of Honor and how they can be a part of it. We're going to take a quick pause to listen to our sponsors. You're listening to Charlie Esposito, my sidekick here and co-host for our show Let's Go Places. I'm Tom Mellon. We'll return after a few moments.
Close out your summer in style at Team Toyota during the national sales event. We have new Toyota inventory ready to drive home today, including Camrys, RAV4s, and Tundras. And with over 200 certified used Toyotas, you can find the right fit for you. Or for your budget with 75 used cars under $20,000. Plus, our service departments are giving back this August with donations to kids in need for every oil change and tire rotation. Visit one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, or Glen Mills, or online at teamtoyota.net.
Hey, this is Jonesy. Kick off your Thursday and Friday evenings in style. Join me for an eclectic freeform mix of the hits and beyond. It's a happening, a musical journey. It's the Glenn Jones Radio Experience, right here on 1490 WBCB and 107.3 FM, Thursday and Friday, 5 to 6 p.m., directly following the legendary Jerry Blavitt. Radio, the way it ought to be.
Opinions matter, and so does yours. Hi, I'm Joe Fabrizi, inviting you to join us every Monday at 1 p.m. for Opinions Matter, right here on 1490 AM WBCB. Opinions Matter is now live streamed at WBCB1490.com. We want to hear from you because your opinion does matter.
So when are we having a karaoke hour?
Yeah, we should have a karaoke
Have
hour.
a karaoke
We're back
hour.
with Let's Go Places.
Talk about losing listeners.
Yeah, you're right. Especially if they're going to count on us to be the singers. Back here with Let's Go Places at 746 East Lincoln Highway, here in the lovely area of Langhorne, Pendle, Middletown Township, Cole, as you may say, or as you may inhabit, Levittown, not too far away, Fairless Hills. It's just a great area. But here we are. We do our shows here twice a month.
We got to get back to doing. I guess the doctor's still not.
I'll need to reach out to him because we used to do and we'll get back to doing Your Health.
That was a great show.
It's a great show because people want to know what's going on inside with their body and their anatomy and physiology.
Great guests on that
Great
show.
guests, fantastic guests. So Dr. Joe Carcetti, I hope you're doing well out there, and we'll be bringing you back. And then Dining Around was another good one.
Yeah. We didn't even have to talk, just eat was the best.
You bring the chef out, he talks about the food. You bring the bar manager in, they talk about different IPA derivatives and what they're selling.
Specials
that are going on. The history
They force us to test the food out.
Isn't that terrible?
It's horrible.
We got to test everything. It's horrible. But, yeah, I mean, they draw a nice crowd because they know the food's going to be laid out around the community. Especially the one that we did down in South Philly. That was
Poppies.
Poppies.
Yeah.
But I've reached out. You know, Bree, we have to talk about that one of these days with Bill. There's about 30 or 40 restaurants that said, we'll sponsor it. Well, let's do it again. So we'll have to do the Dining Around, or at least try and bring that back up again. That's always a good show. Frank and Terry Colozzi, faithful listeners of our show.
Yeah.
Just want to give them a shout out because they're always listening.
Have a beer for us.
Yes, Frank's in his, as I always say, he's probably standing in his garage, doing some little odds and ends, arts and crafts work, and listening to the show. So Frank, hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the day. And Terry, who worked with my wife Jerry for many years, they did short procedure work as nurses up in the Bucks County area. But I wanted to give them a shout out, and to my grandchildren that are out there. Gracie, who's at St. Joe's,
they got a little bit of notoriety on our last show.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, well, Grace Adamczyk is. I'm very proud of her. She's a sophomore now at St. Joe's, and Ella is now a junior, I believe, at Nazareth Academy. And then we have Haley. Haley is in a beautician school right now, studying beautician work. She's the oldest of the 7. I better not miss any of them, right?
Yeah.
Nicholas, Brady, and Brielle. I mean, the 3 of them, they keep my daughter Katie and Nick very busy with sports, flag football, soccer, whatever it may be. They're doing well. And the little one, Juniper James, as I call her, Junie. She's about 2 months old now. So wanted to give them all a shout out. How about some of your grandkids? How many do you have?
You got some time? I got a ton of them.
You got about 42 grandchildren, right?
Well, I have like 2 sets, and my older set, they're all out of college. All have nice jobs.
Well, that's good. They can support you now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's my one kid told me that he's going to take care of us now that we took care of him all his life.
Why not?
It brought a tear to my eye.
Did
He
it?
celebrated his 34th birthday the other day.
Right.
Yeah. They ain't been around
No.
since.
Denise keeps an eye on all
Oh, she
of them.
babysits.
Watches
That's what
them
we
all the
do.
time.
Babysit. We babysit a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have two new ones. We have we have twin boys. 30 years ago, they both had a little girl at the same time.
No kidding.
10 years later, last year, they decided they both had another little girl. So now we got they're both a year old now. We got two new little granddaughters.
Right.
You know, just learning to walk and talk and blah, 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 you know.
Sure.
But they keep you busy,
Oh, yeah.
keep
no
you
doubt.
young, keep you happy.
Sure.
And then when they put them little tiny arms out like this to give you a hug, you melt like an ice cube.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And a hot
Always.
bath.
Always.
So-
That's
so
for
you-
sure.
Yeah, it keeps you. It's fun to have them.
Oh, yeah. On another topic, the Heroes program that we've had here now for, 15 years.
Good
It's
segue. I
good
like that.
segue right into it.
Right.
The Heroes program, I created this. I'm in my 16th year now.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's great. I put a business plan together with Paul Muller, and it all began, it originated with my wife, Jerry. Jerry said to me, why don't you get involved in the car industry? I said, are you kidding me? I hate buying cars. You can make a difference. Go in there, put a program together for police.
Should have done anything to get you out of the house.
She got me out of the house real quick. But, yeah, this program is great because if you're a police officer, firefighter, military, medical, and education, along with any family member. So that encompasses a lot of people. They can come up and see me as over the year I haven't sold any vehicles. All of our members came up and bought vehicles.
Yeah.
More than 3,000 of them, Charlie.
Wow.
That's a lot. And we're just scratching the surface with this program. Donations that Paul provides with each purchase. It goes to either the Widows Fund for the firefighters, Tour of Honor for the military, for the police. It's our survivorship fund. And we're getting involved with education now as well with the educators because they're heroes as well. Anyone who can babysit and instill character in 30 to 40 to 50 kids from all ages throughout the day, 5 days a week, I have to say they're heroes as well. But the program's great. You come up, you see me, and it's fascinating how I can bring all the tools that you give me to build that perfect vehicle that's necessary for you to. We need cars. We need cars.
Yep, sure
and
do.
although we have scarcity of vehicles, we have a great inventory of certified vehicles with very low mileage, and many people are leaning in that direction. They're also leaning in buying out their leases, as what you're doing, I believe, Charlie. You're going to be buying out.
I bought one
You
out.
bought the one
I
out.
bought the one
now,
out, yeah.
Now Denise is going to be doing the
But
same thing.
she'll probably keep.
She's going to keep it,
She'll keep
or she's going to keep leasing.
leasing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
just-
there's views for everybody. Paul Muller just walked by the conference room to say hello. But yeah, there's all different capacities of needs. Some people like to lease. Some people like to finance. I'm buying. After a 3-year lease, some people love the car and they know it better than anyone.
Yeah.
They just buy the car outright, you know. So it's working out real well, this program. It builds a lot of faith in the car industry. When they come in, they realize that I'm here as their advocate to help them, whatever it is that they need, and then I put it together, work with the banks, work with the system, whether it's going to be a lease or the mode, whatever it may be. And I talk to Paul. Paul discounts the vehicles accordingly. It donates to charity. There's no other system like it, the Heroes Program. 215-768-6505. That's the number that you can call. And I'll be there to answer. Or if I'm with someone, I'll get back to you. There's an email that you can reach out to, T Mellon 369 representing the police officer. It's T as in Tom, MELLON as in Nancy 369
Oh, you mean that doesn't mean 369, the goose drank wine?
The monkey chewed tobacco on a streetcar line.
Right.
There you go. Bree's laughing, saying, "What are they talking about?" You remember that one, Dan? Okay.
Wow. You are older than we thought.
There you go. Yeah, Tom Mellon 369 at teamtoyota.net. You can go onto the website, www.teamtoyotalanghorne.com.
There's a lot of ways to get in touch.
There's a lot of ways to reach me. But, come up or just give me a call and come up and see me, and we can walk the lot. There aren't many vehicles out there, as you know, Charlie, but, I think
it'll get back. It's slowly getting back. Yeah.
We'll dig deep. I always do, and I look for that vehicle and find a vehicle that will, unbeknown to whoever it may be, a policeman, a fireman, they're going to look. They often look at me and say, "I didn't really think this would be the car," but through the years of navigating and finding out what is the comfort level for a specific need, it helps them out tremendously. So, the Heroes program, right here at 746 East Lincoln Highway, Team Toyota. Car show, September the 8th. That's right around the corner. A couple weeks away. Here we are near Labor Day, the 27th.
It just seems like we just had our last one, don't it?
Yeah. But the car show is beautiful. We're going to have a lot of vendors out there. It's at Parks Casino.
I mean, it's a good day for family.
Yes.
There's plenty of vendors, plenty of activities for the kids.
Amusements for the kids, too.
Yeah, I mean, you could bring the kids, you can look at the cars.
Yeah.
And then go. There's amusements, like you said, and vendors galore.
DJ for those who like to do the jitterbug, and
it's all kinds of good stuff. It's not just your typical. You go look at the cars,
Exactly,
and you have to be a car enthusiast.
Right.
But it's fun.
Yeah, you can call right here at 215-741-4200 and ask for the Bucks County Tour of Honor. They'll transfer it right to me, or it'll go to my office where you may be in the office, or one of our other board members to get more information, not only on the car show that's coming up, but our next trip, which we'll be talking about today when we have our board meeting.
Yeah, and a lot of you guys out there that have cars that want to get put them into the show, just contact us and let us know. You could register the day you get there. So, I mean,
exactly.
It's not like it's... you have to do it ahead of time. You can come right in, register, get your spot.
And you won't regret it.
And you won't regret it.
Yeah,
right?
It's going to be a lot of fun.
You'll meet a lot of nice people, I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
Car enthusiasts are nice people.
They really are.
They put a lot of work into their...
They do.
Into their cars.
And it's a time for them to shine.
Right.
The sun's shining, and they
brag
can
a little bit.
Brag a little bit. And then we have some nice trophies at the end, some bragging rights.
Yeah.
Mayor DiGiramo's there, a lot of our public officials. It's a great day. It really is. The DJ's playing the music all day. The kids are running around having fun. It's perfect. It's perfect. We're going to take a quick pause, and with our show here, Let's Go Places, sponsored by Paul Muller here at Team Toyota in Langhorne. Don't go anywhere. We'll return after a few moments.
Close out your summer in style at Team Toyota during the national sales event. We have new Toyota inventory ready to drive home today, including Camrys, RAV4s, and Tundras. And with over 200 certified used Toyotas, you can find the right fit for you. Or for your budget with 75 used cars under $20,000. Plus, our service departments are giving back this August with donations to kids in need for every oil change and tire rotation. Visit one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, or Glen Mills, or online at teamtoyota.net.
Are you a parrot head? Not that kind. That's more like it. If you're this kind of parrot head, don't forget to check out the Denny-O Polka Show every Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon right here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
Hey, this is Jonesy. Kick off your Thursday and Friday evenings in style. Join me for an eclectic freeform mix of the hits and beyond. It's a happening, a musical journey. It's the Glenn Jones radio experience right here on 1490 WBCB and 107.3 FM, Thursday and Friday, 5 to 6 p.m., directly following the legendary Jerry Blavitt. Radio, the way it ought to be.
We're back with Let's Go Places here at 746 East Lincoln Highway on WBCB 1490 and 107.3. I'm here with my good friend Charlie Esposito. I'm finishing
one of them cakes.
One of those raisin rugellas from Kramer's Bakery.
So good.
In Yardley. My God. If you're looking for something palatable, something to really treat yourself with, something that's sweet, maybe not as sweet, that's a great place to stop by right in there in Kramer's Bakery. Our good friend, Bill Redner, never lets us down, right, Bray? Comes in with some pastries for everybody. He's one of the unsung heroes of WBCB in 1490, 107.3. One of the unsung heroes of WBCB, really is. Does a lot of work behind the scenes.
Another nice guy.
Real nice guy. Old-fashioned way.
Right.
They need to bring back. He stops in, says hello to all of his accounts, and keeps an eye on things. And any questions that I may have, he's right there to answer it. And great guy to deal with, Bill Redner. The Windfall Act. I know we have about 10 minutes or so to discuss, which is important for all of our police officers, firefighters, all of our heroes out there to listen in.
Yeah,
how they should reach out to their politicians to try and fight for this.
We've been fighting that for a good 25 years. Every year, the politicians tell us we're getting so much closer to helping you guys that fall under the wind. It's a long story. It's just some like teachers and police and fire that had pensions, even though they paid into Social Security, they didn't pay into Social Security during those years that they were serving, and it causes them to get like a third of their Social Security, because they say, well, you shouldn't get this because you had a pension too, which isn't fair, and we're trying to get something to there. There's a couple of things going on now. There's that, I forget the letter, CODIS, that they're trying to get for us. But I don't want to seem pessimistic, but every year, when it gets near election times, we hear all these great rumors. Oh, we're getting there. We're almost here. We only need a few more signatures. And pensioners not trying to get rich.
No, they just want to survive.
They just want, a cost of living, because they're living on the same. They don't get a raise every year.
No.
They just want a little cost of living every year to subsidize
the economy, the way the prices are going up.
And the prices are unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And and the same way with Medicare. Medicare, they give you that little bonus every year, and then they raise, which you have to pay.
It's all swallowed up with.
You're not getting anything.
No, that's a good point. Is there a number that they can call?
I don't know. Any one of your politicians.
Any of the politicians, call them.
Yeah, just call and say, listen, let's get
You want to support the Windfall Act.
Push the Windfall Act, You need them on both sides of the aisle. There's some on both sides of the aisle that don't vote for it.
Too often.
I know they're worried that it's going to cost. So the thing is, they're waiting for us all to die.
Mortality. It's all.
And then they won't have to. Then they'll say, "Oh, let's do that now." But they're not asking for a lot. They don't want no retroactive. They don't have to give us some of that. Just put it in there to give us a little raise.
Sure.
Little punch. Same way with our pensions. Not to change subjects, but every time that comes in the negotiations come around, the first thing off the board is the pensions, the pensioners. That's the first thing that goes. So we don't get anything. We get hammered every year. We don't get anything, and that's another thing. We just want a little cost of living raise every year.
Right.
Just a little bit. Especially now, with the economy is terrible.
Oh, it is.
I mean, you go to the grocery store and you get a little cart full of stuff, and it costs you more from when you used to go and it was packed. I mean, you start watching. Well, maybe I won't get this. You start giving up your little things that you usually get. Just get nonchalantly every month.
Right.
You start giving some of them up because the money, and you go to get gas, and that's sky
It's all
high.
swallowed right up.
It's everything's swallowed right up.
It is. Yeah, cost of living is important. Certainly.
Everything went up. I mean,
New York police, all the benevolent associations.
Right.
They're smart. They were smart and
Had it put right into their
put it right into their contract.
Right.
And so they're protected.
Right. So we have to negotiate for it every year.
And that's an important issue. My father said that when he was a police officer, and as I joined, or when I joined, he said every year when you're voting, make sure you push for the pensioners to make certain that becomes a vital issue of importance, because you're going to be a pensioner someday.
Too.
Well, here we are.
It gets there so fast, guys. It gets there fast.
Right. It's important.
Just because you think you're a young whippersnapper and you're not going to get to where we're at, you'll know.
It'll happen.
You'll look back and say, "Damn, I could have done something."
That's true. In each book, there's so many pages in life, and before you know it, that page is going to be flipped and turned, and here you are, here we are, here you will be someday. As you know, it just happens, and you want the pages to be full. You want more pages in your book. So when it happens, you want to at least be able to live
I want at least
comfortably.
15 more years of pages in my book.
15 more? That'll make you
86, 96.
No.
Yeah,
86, yeah.
96.
96.
15 years from now.
Yeah, because you're 81 now. My God.
I'll take 96.
Yeah.
Of course, when I'm 95, I'll probably want to add 5.
You'll want another, add another.
Can we add another 5 to that?
Right. Well, we're coming to a close here, as we typically do, Charles. Great show as always. I'm glad
we had Joe on.
Happy Joe came on so we can talk, and you'll be hearing a lot more about the Safety Blue Alert product as it is disseminated and it's planted. It's just only about £1, the product. It goes into the light bar. It gets tucked under the police seat, the seat of the police officer.
It's amazing what they can do.
It is. And it's all about
and
safety.
The most important thing we had the patent. Joe has a patent for it.
Yes, he does.
So all he needs is to get the ball rolling.
Once the ball gets rolling, it's great. So for city councils, our mayors, our governors, all the public officials, they're going to stand behind this, because I know it's going to decrease the calamities out there with police officers being killed every 5 days. That's a statistic. It's a reality.
It's scary.
Every 5 days, there's a police officer being shot. So, we want to prevent this.
Jokes about that. That's sad.
Holy jeez, that's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Did I tell you about I went to the doctors?
Here we go. At the end of the show.
I had this terrible pain in my leg. Bree, you might have heard about it.
I'm praying it's clean.
And I kept hearing voices. And
right.
The doctor said, "What do you mean you keep hearing voices?" I said, "Doc, put your head on my hip." So he puts his head on my hip, puts his ear up against my, and he hears, "I need $20. I need $20." And the doctor jumps up. He says, "I can't believe that. That's amazing." I said, "That's nothing. Put your head on my knee." So he puts his ear next to my knee and he goes, "I need $10. I need $10." Doctor jumps up and says, This is something I never even heard of. He goes, "Put your head on my ankle." So the doctor bends down, puts his head on his ankle, and his ankle says, "I need $5. I need $5. So the doctor jumps up and says, "Listen, I'm going to have to go home and go get all my medical books out. This is something I never even heard of, and see if I can find out what's wrong." So the next day, I called the doctor up. I said, "Hey, doc, did you find out what was wrong with me?" And he says, "Oh, yeah, your leg's broken 3 places." It's broken.
It was a clean joke.
It's broken.
It's
I need
broken.
$20.
I like it. That's
wow.
great.
Whew. It's hard for me to get a clean one out.
Yeah, it is. Very difficult. But you did it. I'm proud of you.
I thought, are they going to get this? Or is our audience that intelligent that they'll understand when I say I'm broke?
Right.
In 3 places.
Well, as we say at the end of our shows, when you run into a police officer or a firefighter in a store, down in a certain apron, or a veteran, military veteran, go up and shake their hand and thank them for their services. I do that, and it's just incredible. I get as much out of it as they do, because you can see the sincerity, like they're shocked that you're even coming up and thanking them. And some of them will say, "Well, for what?" "For what you've done for us, protecting our community, if it's a policeman or fireman, and for protecting our motherland here in the military, with the military officers. It's incredible. So when you come across any of them, thank them. Joe Gall, and I've seen this many times. Joe Gall, we could be in a Wawa somewhere, and if there's a police officer or if there's someone who's a veteran that we recognize who's in line, Joe goes over to the cashier. He does it every time I'm with him when it's more than a few times, and he'll pick up the price of a coffee or a sandwich for that veteran, and the person or the lady or the man will turn around and say, "I'm sorry, I don't know you." He says, "But I know what you've done. Thank you for your services." And boy, it's a great
and not to brag, Tom, but my wife and I, anytime we're in a restaurant and we see police officers or military people eating, we always get their check.
Oh, God bless you for that.
And you'd be surprised how a little check makes people feel.
It sure does. It
sure
does. No, that's a wonderful thing.
And policemen are, they're happy and all.
Sure.
But a military person, you might think
paid off their
mortgage or something. They're so thankful.
But it's a good feeling.
Oh, excellent feeling.
It's an excellent feeling, Charlie.
And you go home and you say, "Well, cancel the movie, hon. We can't afford it."
I knew there was always a lot of good kindness in your heart, Charlie. That's a wonderful thing. That's why you're our sidekick here at WBCB.
Yeah, but a lot of times if we see a police car parked outside the restaurant, we'll go to the next restaurant.
Right.
No, we don't.
Well, that's a wrap, Charlie. Thanks.
That was a quick hour.
That's always a quick hour.
We got a little bit off our
plate. We talked about the golf outing and how great it was for the Bucks County Tour of Honor. We
people
brought Joe
to the car
on
show
with
next.
safety.
Give him that car show date again. We get some people.
September the 8th.
Yeah.
It'll begin. Registration begins around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. A lot of our volunteers will be there. It's a nominal fee. You can register. Bring your car.
Actually, they can come in. To register a car, there's a nominal fee.
Yeah.
But they can come and enjoy the day.
Oh, my God,
and it won't cost
free.
them anything. They
Free.
just come in, and all the music. We have amusements there. It's a great day.
It's a fantastic day.
Get the kids out of the house, get them off them stupid computers and telephones.
You're right. And that's not this Sunday, but my God, it's
here already.
2 Sundays away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be doing our show there.
I almost can't wait for winter so we could just stay home and relax for a few
sit
days.
Back and
a few days in a row.
Curl up to the couch and your favorite dog or your pet, and watch a nice movie. Well, on behalf of WBCB 1490, on behalf of Team Toyota, our Heroes program, the Bucks County Tour of Honor, I'm Tom Mellon, Charlie Esposito. We want to thank you. Hasta la vista, yes. We want to thank you for listening in. Our next show, which obviously will be the second Wednesday in September, and that will be, I believe it's Justice for All, if I'm not... Oh, is it Behind the Badge?
Yes.
With Fred Herron? Behind the Badge with Fred Herron. It's our second Wednesday at 10 a.m., and thank you for that edification. But we're always doing some great shows here on WBCB 1490. Listen in. Pat Wanling will be on today at 12 o'clock again? Speak Your Piece.
She's
Pat.
Good.
Love Pat.
Everybody loves Pat.
Yeah, we haven't seen Pat in a while, but I hope she's doing well.
She was at wasn't she at the...
she was at the
the dinner?
Yeah, at the dinner at Puss in Boots. Yeah. But thank you for listening in. As I say at the end of all shows, be safe, stay well. Jerry, I'm coming home to take that little tot of ours for a little walk. Be good, be safe, and most importantly, God bless America.